Now we'll be representing our assembled universal coupling in third angle projection. So move to our end view, side view, end elevation, anyone they call it. Now we'll be representing it, but it will no longer be sectioned. So the first thing we represent, while looking at it from this point here, we will be able to see uh, the head of our component 5, which is ahead of our component 4, which is our pin. This our pin can be able to see this, which is 25 millimeter. So all what you need to do, just measure 12.5 to 12.5 upward, and then 12.5 downward, and then we'll project a line, project it to my right a little, and then project it a little. So we know that the total height of it is 10 millimeter. So just it's also the same thing as this, why turning this way. So it's 10 millimeter. So we measure 10 millimeter, then we indicate with the point. They'll project that point to straight line up and then down, then we outline. So the next thing we'll be seeing this portion and this. Why? Since looking at it from the side view, we know that the total length from here to here is given to us as 16 plus 56 plus 16, which will give me 88 millimeter. So I'll measure 88 millimeter and then I'll put a point, measure 44 millimeter, indicate the point. Where that point is, I'll indicate the center line, and then also I'll measure another 44 millimeter towards my right, then I'll indicate it with a point. I'll project it to a construction line. Also from this point here, project it with a construction line. Now I'll couple this point of the intersection, point 0,1. Now from point 0,1, while looking at it here, I'll be seeing the diameter of the shaft, which is 30. So take radius 15 millimeter, and then I'll place it at point 0,1, radius 15. Then I'll draw my circle. So I'm done with that. And also, while looking at it from here, I will also see the total diameter of this, which is 55 diameter, which will open to 27.5 as radius. So I'll place it at point 0,1. Then I'll also draw my circle. As you can see, while projecting, this will relate to this. You can see, and this also relates to this. Can you see? Now the shafts will also relate to each other. You can see, and this side also will relate to each other. So you've seen this that way. So the next thing, we've known that the total length of this is 88, which is this to this point. Then the next, you want to know how the height it will be while looking at it from a side view, which is also this point. You can see, which is from this, which is given to us as 57 millimeter. You can see it's not a diameter, it's a millimeter. If it's diameter, you will see this sign. So this is 57 millimeter. So all we need to do, project the 57 from the down from our front view, project it touching this, also project it also touching this. So we'll represent it, we'll indicate it with an outline. So now remember, when you are seeing it from the side, you see this, which is this, you see this, which is this now is this stuff here going this way, this now is the same thing as this, but it's tinted, which is this lying down. And the next thing you see is that you see this portion at the top, and then project a line from that portion straight up, project this line also from here straight up, and then we'll measure the total distance of this, which is also, because we're looking at it from here, it's our left, our side view. Here is given to us as 88 millimeter, and then its height is 88, its breadth length, the breadth is from here to here is 57 millimeter. So we'll measure 57 millimeter. We'll take 28.5 to my left, 28.5 to my right, 28.5 to my left, indicated the point. I also measure 28.5 to my right, indicated the point. Then we'll project it downward. We'll project downward using our set square. So from here, we'll project an outline. Once it hit this, we indicate it a broken line. Then also with an outline. Similarly, we'll do same here. Straight up, indicate it a broken line. And then we'll draw an outline. Also, we'll outline this portion, and then we'll also outline this portion as well. Also, next up, we'll be seeing this with an hidden detail. Also project with a construction line, reaching this point here, indicate it towards the broken line. Indicating that the pin is passing through. Once it reaches here, we'll project. So do same here. Project straight up. Now we're done. You can see the hidden details of the pin, which is our component 4. Also, we'll also see the hidden detail of the collar. We'll see the collar properly. So the collar is 25 diameter, so this is already 25 diameter as this. So project out, project out, so we can erase all this portion since it's, so seeing it from our side view. So the total height is 12 millimeter, so measure 12 millimeter with our rule. indicate it to the point, and then we'll project upward an outline. Also, from the top, you see that we'll measure 6 millimeters so that we can get this hole. 6 millimeters to my left, and I'll measure this, the hole of 3 diameter, 1.5 to my left, 1.5 to my right. So I'll project downward. Make sure it will be, let it be in a construction, in a broken line, indicating that it's passing through. Indicating is passing through. So then you are free to outline the side. Then you can also outline top also. Then the next thing also, we can see this same pin also here, because it's the same component. This is 2, it's also 2, so we can see it here. So we'll also do same for this. We'll project the base from our side, from our front view up to my right, project also down to this point. Now we know that the total distance of the pin, the diameter is 16 diameter. So measure 8 to my left, put a point, measure 8 to my right, put a point. Then project those points with a broken line, indicating it's a hidden detail. Do same thing straight up. It's a hidden detail. So do same to this other side, straight up. Also, you can see this from the side view. So this is already 25 diameter. So 12.5 to my left, 12.5 to my right. I'll project upward, 12.5 to my left, project up with an outline, 12.5 to my right, project up with an outline. Remember to also project this, and also for this, project this also upward. Now we'll outline the base, and then we'll outline this portion also as well as the height. Also, we indicate this hole here. So what we need to do from our front view, while looking at it from the side, we'll project this, and I'll also project this. So we'll outline with a broken line, indicating that it's a hole passing through. So now we're almost done with our side view, but we've not indicated our component 3, which is the center block. So I'm going to indicate our component 3. Now from our component 3, you see that this total distance here is 30 millimeter vertically. So measure 30 millimeter diameter. So measure 15 to my left, indicate it to the point. Then project with a broken line downward, indicating that there's a passage. Remember, its total height is 56 millimeter, which is the same thing as this, 56 millimeter. So here also we'll measure 15 to the left, indicate the point, and then we'll project downward. Also, you can also see here as well, this is 16, this is 30. That should this and this is 30, so it will be as if it's like a cross. So we'll measure horizontally, measure 15 to my left, and then 15 to my right, and to the down. You can see it's also taking, since it's 30 diameter, it's also taking the distance of the shaft. So we'll just project straight up to my right, and also project this also straight up to my right. Now I've succeeded in drawing our center block to our side view. The next thing we'll do is that we indicate our keyway. That's our key, which is this. While looking at it from the side, the key will stay around here because it's no longer tinted at this. You can see the key will be here. Look at the key here. So project the key this way, project to my right, then also project to my right. So we know that the total height here is 8, which is already 8 millimeter. You can see it here. It will be showing at the shaft. So project, project, project now to the shaft. So now we measure, it's 8 millimeter, so measure 4 millimeter inward, 4 millimeter inward. Indicate it with a what? With a broken line. Indicate with an outline. Sorry. Then you also see 4 millimeter outward. Indicate with the point. Project it here, and then outline this portion, then we outline this portion over there. So the next thing we'll do, we'll erase inside of the key because it's a keyway. This is just a key, and dull each construction line heading to that place. Now you can see. So the last thing we need to do in our side view, we'll section the shaft. Since it's been cut, section the shaft using 45 degrees set square. We succeeded in sectioning. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Alright, we'll be moving to our plan. So that what we'll do is that use our 45 degree set square, and then we'll create an angle 45 degree. We're present the third angle projection, so you know how to give the equal spacing already. So and then we'll make sure we project our center line. Once it hits our 45 degree, we'll indicate to the point, and then we'll project to our left. Project our center line to our left, which we've done. So now we're representing our diagram at the top. It's our center line. This is our front view, side view to get our plan. So project this distance here, which is here from our components, but since we're not using that anymore, so project upward. So projected is up. Now total distance of this is given to us as this. So project from our side view, from this portion here to this. You can see this big circle, project it up, this circle up is same thing as this. So once you sit at 45 degree, project touch our lines, also project to hit our line. Now from our front view, project this portion up, project this upward, then you see a box, something like a rectangular shape here. This is this, then we'll outline. So you can see succeeded in getting that. No, I still succeeded in getting this. The next thing we'll do is that from our diagram here, total distance, project upward, this. Once it at 45 degree, will stop. Also project this side. Once it hits at 45 degree, we'll stop. And then we'll project up, project to my right, and also this will project it to my left this way. Now then we'll project, we've done in projecting these sides. Then we'll outline, project this side here. Now watch this, move along with me. You can see this is the center line of this. Now since it's the plan, it's indicating that this is this, so you make sure you project it perfectly with your center line up. Now where it intersects this center line here, you can see that point. You project, now you've projected your two side, this slant side, projected this up, these two slant side projects up as it went here, this way it hits. So it started from here, from this point, we outline down to our center line, put the point, a stop. We also outline the top. Once our center line will stop. Now you can also see this line which is projecting up, so we indicate it with an outline. Now we know that from our diagram, while looking at it from this point here, our diagram, that is component 3, the midpoint to this circle here is what? 18 millimeter, which is this 18 millimeter. So we'll project that line straight up the construction line, which only us can see the construction line. Now the next thing we'll do, you can see from here to here is 15 millimeter. Now from our diagram, you can see it here from this midpoint to this external circle is radius what? 15 millimeter. Also, you can also see it from here. This total distance, which is indicated as this 30 millimeter, which is also 15 radius. So we'll project this at 15 millimeter radius upward, and then from our diagram we note that this is 16 millimeter. So we'll measure 16 millimeter from our center line. We indicate 16 millimeter, indicate it to the point. We also indicate 16 millimeter, indicate it also what? With a point. 16 millimeter with a point. This is 16 millimeter upward, 16 millimeter upward. Now you see that from our diagram, this 16 millimeter is going this way, to my left and to my right, also to my left and also to my right. Once it hits, from here to here is 18, from here to here is 15, here to here is 15, here to here is 15 millimeter. You can see. So because of this is 30, so here is 15 to my left, 15 to my right. So where it is our 15 millimeter, we outline our 15 up, project this where we projected this upward, where it hits this and this, we outline. So outline this. Also measured from this to this is 15 millimeter. So we'll measure 15 millimeter to my left. So measure 15 millimeter to my left. I indicated the point, and then I'll project the point upward. Succeeded in projecting it upward. So now I'll outline this point to hit my line. Outline this portion also to hit my lines. Now I'll indicate my radius, my pin here from this side, which will give me 16 diameter. So I'll measure 8 millimeter to my left, 8 millimeter to my right, 8 millimeter to my left, 8 millimeter also to my right, or and whichever you choose to, or you project this upward, you can see, indicate it what with a broken line, indicating that there's a passage showing that there's a pin passing through. You can see also the same thing here. Project upward, indicating that there's a pin passing through. So now you're free to outline this portion and then this, and finally now this is now indicating component 3 coming in. So from the center line of component 3 you can see this radius, so we indicate the next center line, which is this. So project this center line upward. You can see, so at the point of the intersection we'll measure radius, this diameter 16, we'll measure radius 8, which is same as this. So we pick 8 from this diagram, or use your meter rule and you pick 8 millimeter as radius. Then we draw a cycle. Then the next thing we'll do is that you can see this from the component, which is this, which is diameter 30. So our radius will be 15 millimeter. You can choose to pick it from a diagram, or let me just take it from my rule this time around. 15 millimeter. At the point of this intersection here, we'll draw, give it a mark here, and then we indicate something as if it's a center line. Indicate it with a broken line this way. Now we've done with that, we'll project our portion here. Which is 18 millimeter. Project upward. You can see. So now we'll join this portion touching our component 3 here to this point, and from this our component 3 here to this point. So we'll join with a straight line. Also we'll join with a straight line. Also project this distance from the 18 millimeter, from our radius 18, from the center point of 18 millimeter here. Also project the 10 millimeter upward, this portion. Project this up, and then we'll join the side of our lines to hit our vertical line this way. So we can outline this and outline this portion. We'll also outline this portion, and then don't forget that this portion here, this also is given to us as 57 millimeter. So we take 55 diameter, also will project this way. Now we've succeeded in projecting these lines because it's 55 millimeter diameter, so projected 27.5 upward, 27.5 downward. So also project this side from our front view up. See it crossing this portion here, then we'll outline horizontally first, and then we'll outline vertically. Outline vertically. We also represent this with a broken line, indicating a hidden detail. Now, from our diagram, we need our shaft, which is 30 diameter. So project upward, project up, where it hits 45 degree, we project to my left, and then we'll outline. Similarly, we project the other side of the shaft from our side view, where it hits our 45 degree, project to my left, then we'll outline. The same here also. So also from our front view, project this construction line upward, and then project our shaft also from the side of our plan, an outline, also with an outline. Then we are free to outline this. So the next thing we'll do, we indicate our pin, the head of our pin at the front, at the plan. So we have that, given that this is 25 diameter over here, so we'll just measure 24.5, 12.5 to my left, 12.5 to my right, 12.5 to my left, 12.5 to my right. Take it, let me check very well. 12.5 to my left, then 12.5 to my right. Yes. Then I'll project those points upward. 12.5 to my left, up. 12.5 to my right, project upward. Also similarly, I'll do same to this portion. In this, you can see it's corresponding to this. Also to the top, fixing the component 5, the color of the pin. So project this up, project this, okay, sorry, from this side, project up, keep projecting up, and then still with our 45 degree, we'll extend this a little bit. Then we'll project to our left. Now using this portion of 25, we can outline this portion, and then this, you can see this, line it at the top, and then we'll outline this portion also. Given that we have a cycle of diameter 3 and it's 6 downward, you can see you can also project it from here, but to avoid too much lines, we'll measure 6 mm from the top to the down, 6 mm, and then we indicate 1.5 up, 1.5 down. Then we'll project with a hidden line, the hidden detail, indicating that there's a passage passing through of diameter 3. You can see 3 mm. Then the last thing which we'll do, will indicate our keys, which is number 6. Fix our key to the both side of the diagram, and then from our side view, project our key upward. Once it's reached our 45-degree, project also to my left. Then the other side of the key, from my side view, project up. Once it hits my 45, put a point there, and I project also to my left. From my front view, you can see here the top of the key, I'll project, and you see it bisected at this point to this point, and then to the sides of this place. So all what I need to do, I'll indicate it with a broken line, showing that there's a key passing through. See, indicating that there's a key passing through. Also, I'll do same. And then also here as well, indicating that there's a pin passing through, there's a key passing through. Now, the last thing we'll do also for our front view, project the pin, the key, which is component 6, project it upward, and then we know that it's 4 mm wide. This 8 mm, 4 up, 4 down. So we'll measure 4 mm upward, 4 mm downward. So 4 mm downward, we'll project with a construction with a broken line, indicating that there's a key passing through, and 4 mm upward, indicating that there's a key passing through. Now you can see the line of the key, the top. So indicate it with a broken line. So we're done with our plan, our front view, and our end elevation. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and then subscribe to my channel. If you like, you can indicate this as a broken line of your choice, and don't forget to indicate this showing that it's a broken line, it's a broken pieces of shaft. The same thing you do to this point, to this point, and also to this point. I still remain JC Engineering and Technical Drawing. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and then subscribe to my channel.